Hey, it's Erica, and welcome to this pyramid style total ab finisher. All you'll need is a mat. Modifications and progressions are included. For our workout, we will be completing 4 exercises and we will have 3 rounds of that. Pyramid style will be descending in that order. So we're going to do 60 seconds active, 20 seconds rest, 45 seconds active, 15 seconds rest, and then we have 30 seconds active and 10 seconds rest. Our first exercise, we're going to be down on our back doing a full body crunch. So you're going to be having a nice long body. You can bring those feet up a little bit if that's going to feel more comfortable, but you're crunching in, lifting the hips and shooting back out. Now I'm doing, I would say, one of the more moderately advanced, there we go, versions of the exercise. If you want to make this harder, really hover those feet over the floor and crunch in. For me, wanting to keep that back on the floor, making sure I'm not coning through my core, this is where I'm at, okay? So you're coming in, lifting those hips, getting those shoulder blades a little bit more off the floor. We are already over halfway with our first interval. So the idea, number one, is to keep breathing through all of these. And remember to do the hardest version as you can for as long as you can. That's how we want to approach this workout. It's really intimidating right away to see such long intervals. It's easy to just modify right off the bat, but I want you to do your best. Okay, there's that 20-second rest. Next up, we're going to be doing side planks for our next 2 intervals. So we're going to do some dips. I want you to, again, do the most evolved version of the plank as you can. So ideally up on those feet, that's where I'm going to start. And then you need to come down to your knee. You can float that top leg. You can plant it on the floor. That's what you can do there. Okay, so we're bringing that hip to the floor. And then we're shooting it straight up, bringing the ribs and the hips closer together as you do that. Up to you where you want this hand. If you want it more up by your head or down on your leg. It's going to be harder if it's on your leg. Putting more weight in that bottom half. I'm going to have to modify here in a few seconds. But really get into your zone. Get the most out of this pyramid. I would say this is probably going to be the hardest round. It's the longest, but also keep in mind that we still have 2 more rounds. So mentally, though, it gets easier as we go because that time shaves off. 10 more seconds here. And then we're getting ready for the other side. Okay, straight on over into that other side. We want to be aligned from our elbow all the way to our feet. And we don't want to be caved in or opening up too much. That's just going to cause trouble with your balance. Okay, so try to choose the same versions that you did on this side just to even things out. So for me, I'm going to do this fully extended plank till the 30-second mark. And I'm going to modify. Continue to breathe. Continue to tighten everything up from head to toe. I do have to say that I've already done this round once. I did not set my timer right. So I got all the way through round 1 and realized there was an issue. There was a glitch. So here I am doing this again. That's all right. I'm getting stronger today. That's what the world chose. Remember to do these with conscious movement, not trying to rush through it. Okay, for our 4th exercise, we're coming into a plank. We're going to do knee to elbows. This exercise is going to require a lot of stability and balance coordination out of you. So if you want, you can stay on your knees and really bring that knee up and do it this way. Or you can also modify from that high plank. You can just lift up one limb at a time, okay? Otherwise, you can attempt to try and make the hand and the knee meet. First and foremost, we've got to have that existing core strength. So if you're wobbling all over the place and feeling defeated, please modify. Like I said, just please lift up one hand then one leg. This is pretty challenging for me, but I'm pulling it off. The idea is to not rock those hips. I'm not going to be perfect up here. I don't expect you to be perfect. We're doing our best. Almost there. And now we're back to the top. So we have our last 20-second rest here. And we're going to go back to that full body crunch. Okay, so this time we are shaving off 15 seconds of our work interval, but we also shave about 5 seconds off of our rest as well. Okay, so we have those feet up, arms overhead, crunching in, and then extending at whatever angle feels like you can maintain for 45 seconds. We want to keep that low back on the floor. And just the tiniest lift with those hips. We're not asking for momentum here. It's just a tiny lift. If I were to look at you, it might not even really look like you're lifting your hips, but when you make that mind to muscle connection, it's a whole different story. I know you're feeling it. Scoop with those hands, lift that upper body ever so slightly. Okay, and we are back to round 2 of the side planks. From the get-go, I'm going to come to my knee for my version. And really important to have a little pep talk around modifications, because it does not mean that you are taking the easy way out and you are doing the easier version, or you're not as fit, whatever sort of story comes with that. Our bodies feel different day to day. I'm postpartum after having my baby, and I really notice that from day to day. Some days I feel like a powerhouse and I can really just feel super good and get a lot done. And some days like today, I'm just really fighting it, and that's okay. I'm still getting stronger. I'm still meeting myself where I'm at. I'm still pushing myself today in this moment, and that's what matters. Very good. Okay. We are into the other side. Again, trying to match whatever you did on one side, do it on the other. So we're finding that extension in the side body, and then we are crunching it together. Very controlled. Flex everything in your body. It's just going to help you stay more stable. And if you're like me as well, you are doing this after completing a prior workout, as we are adding on with this finisher. Makes it a little bit more rewarding, but you can certainly do this as a standalone at any time. Use it over and over, getting stronger in these exercises. Alrighty, we have our plank hand to knee. I wrote on my sheet plank knee to elbow. No, that's not what we're doing. We are doing hand to opposite knee. Okay? So remember to take this slow and steady. You have to make sure that you are locked into that proper plank form before you even think about moving. Okay? You might sway a little bit. Like I said, that's okay. You don't need to have perfect form to do the exercise, but you do need to have a baseline of control so you're not feeling defeated. It's almost hard for me to talk while I'm doing this. Well, right there, that's round 2. We have 10 more seconds of a rest, and we're back to the top. Only 30 seconds of each exercise. So I want you to just kind of rethink how you're approaching this last round. Maybe if you have a little bit more in you, you want to do a harder version of these exercises than you've been doing, like I said, only if you can maintain it and feel comfortable about your form. Your reminder to keep breathing. Your reminder to keep that back in the floor. Brace through your deep core. Just like that, back to our side planks. So already getting set up because this rest goes quick. Let's see here. Really send those ribs high, sink them low. Brace through your whole body. We're almost there. All right, and the other side one last time. We only have 1 more minute in total of work until we are complete. Continue breathing, stay locked in, push yourself. The finisher part of a workout is usually the hardest part, but the most rewarding part in the end. Make yourself proud. Alrighty, lastly, we have our planks. Choosing your version that's going to make you feel empowered in this last 30 seconds. Make sure you're not dipping through that lower back. You're nice and strong. Almost there. Keep it going. Fantastic. Oh, I'm proud of you for getting through this finisher with me. I'd love to hear how it went for you down in the comments, so I will take a look at those. Other than that, workout complete. Oh, and if you want to do a cool down, I would head back to the previous workout that you did or find a standalone cool down in our workout bank. Alrighty, see you soon.